So this is the internal review of unit of 2346. We're going to start in the attic and then we'll go down and do the rest of the house. So plenty of insulation here in the attic. Also the trusses are engineered, manufactured. That means that they were put together in place, or they were manufactured outside. These are reflective panels or radiant barriers. That's usually a plus, like an extra charge on new homes. And it does give you more insulation in the attic here. So you got plenty of insulation all the way around. No problem with the trusses. There's no staining up in there in the attic. So that's a good indication that we have no leaks. Okay, this is the air handler. This is what pushes your air conditioning air throughout the house. There's a little bit of rust in here from previous, you can see it right here. A little bit of rust from previous, probably maintenance or condensation. So usually we'll ask the owner to give us a records on that. This is a junction box, electrical junction box. This one here, and it's usually recommended that it is covered. We just need a cover. Usually those covers are like 99 cents. You really don't need an electrician for that. So I'm gonna go down. Again, this is the rest of the attic. This is the garage, the top of the garage. Not much room up here. No insulation is needed on top of the garage because it's a garage, obviously. And the rest of the attic looks in pretty good shape. So just like before, I will be very careful coming down, and then we continue from the garage all the way down to the interior of the home. So very carefully here coming down, and we continue to look at the garage. This would be to get into the attic. Obviously you will need a ladder just like this one, and come down. Before you go down, there's an attic access right here. You push it up just like this, up the ladder, push that up and get inside. All right, we're gonna start on the ceiling. You can see some cracks. This is called seam cracks. Usually the drywall sheets, they come on 4x8, then they put tape, and then they put compound. That usually cracks right on the seams, usually because of moisture. It dries and it gets wet. So that is basically how you see that. Here we have, this is called a drip leg or sediment leg. We need the one that we have upstairs in the attic. It's pointing in the wrong direction, so it just needs to be repaired. Some signs of previous moisture, but again, that's dry. That was perhaps from the old hot water heater. This hot water heater was installed on 8/27/21. Based on the serial number, it does look like this from 21. I went all the way around the house looking for evidence of termites. And as you can see over here, this is just dust buildup. It's not termites. I did see one tube, a small tube inside with basically one tube, one dead termite in the closet. I'll show you where that is. So water softener, it's all good. It just needs to be reprogrammed, and also it needs some salt. It's kind of low on salt. So coming inside, this is a fire rated door, and it has to self-close, and it does. If you can see here, it is a label telling you that it is fire rated. Right here, you can tell. 20 minutes to get you out of the house. The lock on this deadbolt is broken. So we're gonna start right here, go all the way around the perimeter. And I check all your outlets, making sure that you have power like this, even if it's connected like this. I check all the outlets, so no problem with the outlets. All the appliances, I checked everything here. The stove, the oven, all these outlets, I checked them as well. Nothing wrong with them. So as I continue here, I'll continue to different places and show you information and to see if there's anything wrong. Checked all your flooring, no cracks. And then I checked up here on the ceilings as well, looking for staining, no staining. This is in here in the master. I checked the water pressure outside and also the heat on the hot water heater, and it came out to about 110, recommended to be below 120. I check all this right here as well. Power to the dryer, and also you also have power if you want to use a gas power dryer. This is coming from the softener. It drains right here. That's the way it's supposed to be. And this is an outlet to get to the sewer system if you need to tap into it, just like the one outside. The temperature here, I checked for the heat. Give me about 110 for heat, and the air conditioning units, I'm waiting a little bit to get a little bit warmer, because it has to be above 65 before you can test it. So check all the fans, light bulbs. You might have to replace 1 or 2 light bulbs, but overall it's good. You will see that a couple of these outlets, like this one, it's upside down, but it's purposely done like that because it is controlled by a wall switch. So the normal outlets will be like this. The one that is like this means in the bedrooms, that means it's controlled by a wall switch. It's usually for a lamp, so you can turn it on when you come inside. You can see that you have no light up in the ceiling here. There's an outlet here if you want to put a ceiling fan or a light. This middle bedroom here in this closet, there's a very small, you can see it up there, very small pit build up for a termite. I only saw 1 termite. As a matter of fact, the termite is actually right here in there. So again, to have just 1 termite, that's pretty remarkable. But again, I have to point out that I saw evidence of termites. So as we go, the rest of the way, I checked, like I said, I checked all these outlets. I check to make sure that your windows open and close. This light on the ceiling fans will need to be repaired. The chain doesn't really pull on this, and I don't want to pull it too hard. So that is basically minor repair. So I check all the, make sure there's no leaks underneath. Check all your toilets. Check the temperature, like I said. So overall conclusion, I'll tell you, the roof is in good shape. No broken tiles on the roof. The electrical outlets, all of them work, so no problem with the electrical. Your plumbing, all of it works, including the drainage, because I was able to let it run for a while. And then there's no leaks underneath in the sink. Smoke detectors, you could hear that you have to change the battery because it's chirping. And then the exterior, the fence has some cracks, perimeter fence, and some of the column caps are also need to be secured. One little bit of termite activity in there, but it looks like a dead activity. So they basically need to trench the perimeter of the house and put a chemical that will kill the termites. Termites live on the ground. They come up to eat. Sometimes they go by themselves looking for food, and then to come back and tell the others. Yeah, it looks like this one died in the process. But at any rate, like I said, not a bad inspection. The major components are in good shape, which is the roof, the electrical, the plumbing, the heat and air conditioning, also in good shape. Is a newer air conditioner, 2015 from Goodman, which is like in the middle of the road in terms of quality. And then the major thing would be the perimeter of the exterior perimeter, which is not really affecting your house. It looks like it's been pushed by the tree, just like I pointed out, by the tree roots, just like I pointed out on the exterior. All right, like I said, you have two videos. Let me know if you have any questions. Thank you. Bye-bye.